Welcome to the read aloud of the Adaptations and Evolutions TCI quiz. Please feel free to pause this at any time that you need to, or rewind if you need to re listen to the question. So, first, you'll start with your last name, your first name, the hour you have me for science. Question number one. Although he was initially sent to medical school, what was Charles Darwin's true passion? A. Arts, B. Mathematics, C. Nature, D. Writing. Number two, what was the primary goal of the Beagle's voyage? A, to transport passengers to North America, B, to search for new forms of medicine, C, to map the coast of South America, D, to explore the southern hemisphere. Number three, what was Darwin's designated role on the Beagle? A, documenting the journey as the ship's journalist, B, studying animals and plants as the ship's naturalist, C, providing food for the crew as the ship's cook, D, taking care of the passenger as the ship's surgeon. Number four, what argument did geologist Charles Lyell make that would later become important to Darwin's work in South America? A, the Earth's age was impossible to calculate. B, some of Earth's features resulted from gradual processes over long periods of time. C, Earth's features were created within a short period of time and have not yet changed. D, landforms in South America cannot be found elsewhere in the world. Number five, what did Darwin find especially remarkable about species of the Galapagos Islands? A, all of the species were birds. B, the species had very little biodiversity. C, Darwin could not study these species without the assistance of other naturalists. Or D, many of these species resembled mainland South American species. 6. After the Beagle's voyage ended, Darwin spent much time thinking about the blank of the Galapagos finches. A, beauty, B, habitat, C, rarity, D, traits. 7. What question regarding the traits of Galapagos finches did Darwin consider for many years? A, how the original finch had been modified in different ways for different purposes. B, why were these finch species only found in certain parts of the world? C, why couldn't finches with narrow beaks consume a diet of seeds in addition to insects? Or D, how did this great variety of finch species survive in the same ecosystem? 8. Darwin used the Galapagos finches as evidence that A, traits are not hereditary, B, living things change over time, C, birds are different than other species, D, organisms in the species have no relation to one another. Number 9. According to Darwin, blank in species could result from many blank over long periods of time. A, population growth and births, B, mating and interactions, C, big changes, small changes, D, extinctions and deaths. Number 10, Darwin realized that all living things were engaged in a blank because there were not enough resources for all of them. A, genetic ritual, B, fight to the death, C, temporary competition, D, struggle for existence. 11. What Darwin led to his idea of natural selection? A, individuals had certain traits that made them more successful. B, the Galapagos finches had a unique method of adaptation. C, ecosystems with limited resources fostered great biodiversity. D, all of the above. 12. A group of individuals of the same species that live and reproduce in the same place is called A, a community, B, a population, C, an organization, D, a civilization. 13. Individuals in a population are not all A, compatible, B, identical, C, the same species, D, living in one ecosystem. 14. What does genetic variation describe? A, similarities in the inherited traits of different individuals. B, similarities between species in an ecosystem. C, differences in the inherited traits of different individuals. And D, differences between various species mating preferences. 15. When individuals with certain inherited traits are more likely to survive and reproduce than those with less favorable traits, blank occurs? A, genetic selection, B, natural selection, C, favored survival, D, struggle for existence. 16. How does natural selection drive evolution? A, it does not. Natural selection and evolution are entirely separate processes. B, before they can reproduce, individuals must adapt certain traits through natural selection. C, within a generation, natural selection causes populations to eliminate unfavorable traits. D, over time, natural selection causes living populations to evolve environmental adaptations. 17. Which statement about adaptations is true? A, they are inherited. B, they are developed quickly. C, they cannot change over time. D, they are in the very same species, in every species. 18, which is not a reason why Darwin waited decades to publish his full scientific findings. Again, notice it says not a reason. A, he wanted to make sure he had enough evidence. B, he knew his findings would upset people. C, he did not believe his findings were accurate. D, all of the above. 19. Darwin and blank presented the idea of natural selection together in 1858. A, Alfred Russel Wallace. B, Charles Lyell. C, Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Or D, Thomas Malthus. 20. In 1859, Darwin published his theory of evolution in a book called A, Natural Selection and Evolution. B, The Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. C, The Nature of Galapagos Finches. Or D, Evolving Through Adaptation in the Environments of Species. 21. This illustration, which was included in Darwin's account of the Beagle's voyage, shows the ship off the coast of A, South America, B, North America, C, France, D, England. If you've chosen the read aloud option, please make sure you select that you did at the top of the test. It will not count for or against you.